Welcome to the Barrel House. I think I'm live. We'll find out in a second. It's not popping up on mine, but hopefully it will. Hit refresh. It is. Here, what about this one? Let me see if it'll. All right. I don't think there's anybody in yet. 3. So we're going to do Penelope tonight. Welcome. We did a little bit later. I think for the summer I've decided to do 6 o'clock on Sunday nights for summer, just with everybody, getting going. And I think, yeah, that looks like a pretty good angle. What do you think, buddy? Maybe this way a little. Yeah, that looks good. Like that? Yeah. There we go. Hopefully the sound's good. Yep. Microphone, lighting, I think looks okay. So, yeah, it looks, I'm slightly behind out there. So, all right. See if anybody's coming up. Oh, it looks like I got Bob. Hey, Bob. So I got Bob your Elmer T. Lee today, even a better price than what I talked to you about. And we are now at, now we're only at 2 people watching. Okay. Huh. We went from 4 to 2. Well, hopefully somebody comes back. Bob's here. Brad's here. Hey, Brad. What's Brad drinking tonight? I got to get you that 94 proof where we talked about that E.H. Taylor Toasty. But tonight, we're going to talk about the Penelope Distillery. And Penelope, if you like, check out the new hat. We'll give a props to NoCo Distillery. NoCo is local. The Taste of Fort Collins is going on, and swung by there earlier today and talked to NoCo, did NoCo some stuff the other day, and I got a hat and some other cool stuff, and we're going to be doing their stuff down the road. And lots of fun stuff. One of these weekends, I'm going to mention a Sunday ahead of time, and we'll do some, everybody get some White Lightning, and we'll go that route. And we'll make our own bourbon. But for now, I've got some fun Penelopes for the night, and every week trying to do a cocktail. And so this Penelope just came out on the shelf, and I'm interested. It's summertime. Penelope Peach Old Fashioned. So let's pop it. Now, I got the Peach Old Fashioned. I'm going to taste the sweetness. I may not add anything to it, but then I'm kind of going with the summer Old Fashioned highballs. So I've already poured this, kind of letting it sit over here. I'll taste it. This is just a peach. It's just a peach sparkling water, basically. A peach, basically, highball club soda. So I thought we'd try the peach flavor. And here in a little bit, after I get this, we'll dump it into there to take the sweetness off a little bit. I may put a candied orange on it. I thought that would be kind of fun. But I want to taste this first, see how sweet it is. So let's pop it. This is 80 proof. It's a $7.50 bottle, and it's $30. And I think that's pretty fair for an 80 proof. So we don't need much. That's about it. 80 proof. You can't be filling up a great big glass of it. So it'll probably be better in a highball. So we'll put this over here. And what are we jumping on? I think we're up to 6. Thank you, everybody. Who else we got in the chat? Anybody yet? Brad, what are you drinking tonight? Lights, camera, action, Bob. Thank you. And what's Bob drinking? What's everybody drinking? So we're going to switch this around, get some ice in it. I'll pull out my oranges and my cherries just in case. And I honestly can even, if I decide in the highball, I will put a little bitters. I'll put those over here for now. And as you can see, I got some fun Penelopes up here to do tonight. So tried this while back. This is the Estate Collection Penelope Private Select. I believe it's 9 years. It's a blended straight bourbon whiskey, and it's 101.2 proof. It's really, really good. Went camping and cracked this last week. This is a 10-year single barrel, 98 proof, pretty darn delicious. And then, of course, got the American Light Whiskey, 128.4, Founders Reserve, 99% corn, 128 proof. Drinks like a 90 proof bourbon. So we'll be trying all those. I got some little pours for those. May put a little piece of ice in them down the road to go that route. So we'll kind of see how that works. And anybody else, what are you trying tonight? Has anybody tried to find the Penelope yet? I would look for it, and I'll let you know if it's any good right now. Let's talk it. Let's see. I went to NoCo Distillery on Friday night. Look for the video. I did a straight from the barrel. I got 140 proof straight from the barrel in a glass to try it. It tasted like 100 proof. I believe it was a 5-grain whiskey. It was unbelievable. They're doing some great stuff over there, and they're getting ready to do a bunch of whiskey worlds again, and look for them to really blow up soon. If you haven't heard of them and you're out of state, look up NoCo Distillery, Fort Collins, Colorado. They're amazing when I go up there and check them out. So I just tried this. It's a little sweet, but it's good. That's very peachy. That's very peachy. I think it would be good in the highball for sure. It's definitely a little sweet, but good. I like it. It's got a nice flavor to it. Well, hello. My sister's in. So Laura, good to see you. Hello from Florida. And hope Ron's doing all right. What's he having? Are you going to have yourself any drink tonight, or you got to get ready to go tomorrow? Probably at 7 o'clock there. Hope you had a fun weekend. I heard you didn't go boating. So what are you drinking? And maybe Mason will jump on too and see what's going on. Henry, hello. Cheers, Henry. Cheers, Ron. What's Ron drinking tonight? Ron, I meant to ask you this. You always talk about your Blantons. You like your Blantons. Can you get straight from the barrel in Florida? I know Blantons you pay quite a bit for. If you can get that at a close price, it's a right from the barrel, a lot higher proof, but then you could water that down and make it flavor however you want, and probably be cheaper than regular Blantons. But I don't know if you've ever, from your son or from anybody, gotten a straight from the barrel. That's pretty good, but I don't want to just drink that straight as it is. Just with everything else going on, I'm going to do it here so I can kind of enjoy it. I'm going to add it to what I was telling. If you haven't seen it yet, this is and don't ask me to pronounce that. It's an Italian sparkling water, and it's peach. So I thought tonight for the peach that would be kind of fun to do a peach old-fashioned highball. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm doing a cocktail every week, and since it's summertime, and my grandparents grew up drinking highballs, which is just carbonated. It used to be carbonated water, tonics, club soda, and whatever. And so all these carbonated waters are out there. Why not try them? Last week I did Waterloo Italian lemon ice, something like that. It's almost like a lemonade, and did a old fashioned, dump that in there. It was fantastic. This is going to be delicious too. I'm looking for my spoon. There it is. Get my little stir stick. Stir that around a little bit. I'll drink some down and dump the rest in there. And who else has tried Penelope? So Penelope, and I can do anything else, or we can talk about whatever. Penelope is an MGP out of Indiana, but they bought Penelope, and this is their flagship. And every month they're doing a different series. Next month's, June release at some point is supposed to be their cigar blend, their cigar series. And then the estate series was earlier in the year. The 15 was last year. The 17, which I have up there, is this year, the American Light, and it's like 138 proof. And then you have the 98 proof 10 year. So we're going to pop those and talk about them. They're really pushing that brand a lot. MGP also is the biggest contract distiller in the world, but they're starting to push a lot of their own stuff with the pandemic kind of done and bourbon kind of flattening out. They have a lot of bourbon. You can get barrels there. People can get into it right now and buy their stuff and make it their own pretty cheap. So let's see, what do we got here? I'll just read it here. Haven't seen straight from the barrel. Ask Mason about it. He might be able to get you some and bring it over, because I know that was a Japanese bottle for a while. And Henry, what are you drinking tonight? I don't think I'm missing anybody else right now. So what's anybody having? Anybody having a highball or a old fashioned or a Manhattan? Jack and Coke, whatever, bourbon Coke. So, that's good. That took the sweetness off, and with that peach, it's a very peachy, carbonated, nice water. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I gotta drink some normal water too. Hydrate. We're gonna stay on for probably an hour, hour and a half at the most. Let's see how people are doing. Want to chat about stuff, ask about stuff, and talk about this. I'm gonna pour these here in a little bit. Move this over here. Put this back here. As you can see this in the corner, if anybody wants to ask about this, um, that is a Penelope Peach pre-made old fashioned 80 proof. You can get Bullet does a series of the old fashions pre-made, a rye and a regular. Not as crazy about them. They're not bad, but they're a 375 and they're like 25, 26 bucks. And there's a Knob Creek one out there up the creek. What's it called? I don't know if I have any left. Um, doesn't look like it. But they have one that does Manhattans and old fashions and other ones, and they're 375, and I think they're only about $12, $15, and they're pretty solid. It's a 70 proof on the Knob Creek. So, but this is good. If I'll probably maybe put an orange slice on it now. Then I've highballed it down a little bit and took the sweetness off. I'll go ahead and why not do a wrong side? Let's do a cherry. We'll just put one cherry in there and kind of muddle it down in there, and that'll be good. And maybe an orange slice here and do that too. I'm not gonna do any bitters. Just do it as a highball, and leave the peach flavor there. These are candied oranges. When I make I know Ron, with you muddle sugar or simple syrup. I just use the syrup I use the Collins oranges, the orange twists, and the Traverse City cherries, and just use a little bit of the juice right out of there, and that's my simple syrup basically. So what else we got going on in here? Oh, no alcohol too much last night. Well, yeah. What kind of fun was there down on the beaches of Florida last night? Oh, that's good. That's good. We'll put the last little bit in here. And who wants to see how these taste and talk about? Anybody have the Penelopes? Has anybody tried any of the Penelope bourbons? You've got some of the starter. The wheated is only, I think, like $40, and then they do a different one. There's a Havana up there, and Architect you can get. The cast strength is really good, or barrel. It's called barrel strength. They do that one as barrel strength, and it's about 114 proof. That's a good one. And then you can get your lower starter ones are really good. And then they do, like I said, this 10 years only 98 proof, and we're going to talk about the flavor on that here in a minute. But has anybody tried any of that? What is Bob doing here? Said the Bullet is a little bit more, but it goes fast with friends. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good one. There's nothing wrong with that one. And this is going to be, the ladies out there probably love this. It's sweeter, it's peachy, very summery. I think I don't mind it at all. Definitely. I mean, not maybe straight up like it on a highball. It's just a nice peachy carbonated, and not super carbonated. It's more of a sparkling water. There's a little fizz there, but not a ton. And it's rock solid. So let's pour these. I still haven't seen anybody coming and drinking, and it doesn't look like Taz is in the house. Hey, could you text Taz? He can't hear me. Maybe Taz will drop in. Okay, that's the 10-year. And then this, you know what? Let's do this. Let's keep these over here. So this is the 9-year just estate collection, and it's 101.2 proof, I think it was. And it's going to be a small batch series, and this is going to be a single barrel and a 10-year, and this is a 9-year. So we'll go ahead and keep those near each other. This is a 15-year, 128 proof American light whiskey, which it's 99% corn, and it is very, very sweet, kind of a carnival ride. kind of tastes like kettle corn. Doesn't taste the proof, the 38 proof, 128 proof. The 17 year is 138 proof, which I haven't opened, but I do happen to have one. So we'll put these in behind and we'll go ahead and try these. I'm going to do another sip. I'm enjoying this. Anybody doing a highball or an old fashioned? It doesn't sound like it. And actually, some people have dropped off. So my sister and Ron probably popped in, popped out, but that's okay. Haven't heard from Taz. I should text Taz, shouldn't I? Maybe. Ray, didn't hear from Ray. Let's see if anybody comes in here. But Ray may have forgot, or he's getting ready to crash. Works early, so yeah. Anybody else dropping in? I'm going to go ahead and try these. We've got. So that's the 10-year single barrel, 98 proof, and these are all MGP products, but they own Penelope, and these are their special releases. You get a lot of the general release stuff is really, really good. So I'll get ready to try the 10-year. Has a really nice smell. Then we've got the 9-year, just small batch, and this is the 10-year single barrel, 98 proof, 101, almost 102 proof, 128 proof, 99% corn, 15-year American light whiskey. So let me see. I got to go on here, read my chat here. It's a little easier. Mr. Lopez, howdy folks, cheers. Thank you, Mr. Lopez, for coming on. And we're getting ready to, oh, Taz is here. Hello, my bourbon bitches. All right, somebody made it. Let's do the 10-year single barrel, which I just popped for camping. And a couple buddies got to try it. And some people camping right nearby got to try it too. And they signed up for the channel, so maybe they'll pop in. I told them about tonight. So Willie's out there. Hey, Willie. He got to try some fun stuff at the campsite while it was pouring rain on us. Trying to figure that one out. When I was drinking it the other day, I'm like, I think it's pretty good. I'm tasting it. It's just got a little bit different flavor. I better cleanse the palate. Put some more of that in there. And try that again. It's got a nice nose on it, but there's something a little bit going on the end. I'm getting, see, it almost smells hotter than it is at 98 proof. Yeah, it's good. I can't explain it. It's kind of fruity and spicy. Not getting a lot of vanilla. I'm getting an oak, but maybe a musty oak. It's very, wow, that is different. I don't know if I love that. It's baking spice, and then it's got a really, I wouldn't call it hot, but a really intense kind of a musty wood spice to it. And I'm not sure the mash bill on this one, but I'm definitely getting, I'm not getting a lot of like vanillas and caramels. I'm getting more of a slightly maple, maybe dried fruit apricot-y spiciness, so it doesn't jive completely. And maybe it could have something to do with the peach that I'm trying to cleanse out completely right now. See what else we got on over here. Hi, Bob. Everybody saying hi to Bob. So Bob dropped in last week real briefly. Bob's back in Colorado, but Bob last week dropped in and could only say hi for a second because he was on a cruise ship by Cuba smoking a cigar, and chimed in, chimed out. So that was kind of funny. But let me try that again now. Mm. Yeah, that's a strange flavor. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not sure if I love that or not. It's a single barrel, straight bourbon whiskey. See if it says anything about it here on the back. Barrel mash bill. Here we go. 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malt. That's MGP. That's their mash bill. That's their staple right there. So it's charred in the finest age stock, each barrel unique in profile, hand selected for a decade of aging. So yeah, there you go. So MGP's basic, what they run is, and it works, 75 corn, 21 rye, and 4% malt. And so 21% rye is definitely coming out, but with the 10 years in the oak, I'm not sure. I mean, it's good, but it definitely has this rye, woody baking spice to it with these kind of dried, definitely dried fruit notes. And I've washed enough out where I don't think it's that. I'm going to drink any more of that right now. I'll have a little more water, and I'll try the 9-year against it and see what's going on there. Thank everybody that's watching right now. I appreciate it. Anybody say hi in chat or what is? So I guess I'm the only one. I'm drinking alone, doing a little George Thorogood, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Anybody have anything? Brad, come on, don't let me down here, Brad. What are you drinking? Henry, you having anything? And let's see. When are you on your way? Oh shoot. Are you here? Is that coming up? I guess I should check my email. Sorry about that. I've been so busy. Yeah, this week Hawaii. So I don't know. You're not going to be smoking a cigar over there. Probably something else. Hey, Bob, yeah, bring back a bottle from Hawaii. That'd be kind of cool. Oh wow. So the 9-year is very similar. It's got the same, and it's probably the same mash bill, I imagine. 74% corn, 1% wheat, 5% barley, and 20% rye. So this is a 4-grain, if you can count, I guess. 1% of it is wheat, so that's odd. But that's really solid. You know, it's 9 years, and it's not a single barrel. Now, single barrels, you know, with a single barrel, I have another one of these. Single barrel can be different. There could have been something off with the barrel. I mean, it's good, but try it again. Spotty internet. Yeah, I forgot about Henry. I get stuff done. I thought, yeah, I think we might be hooking up Wednesday. I better figure some stuff out quick, huh? So I'll check my email and after the show. All right, here we go. I'm not sure on these two. They're both definitely with that rye spice that really comes out. And then with the 9-year and the 10-year, now this one I am getting like caramel notes at the end and almost a maple, slight maple, and a little bit of dried fruits. With that corn, there's a sweetness there. It's really good. This one's really good. I'm not sure why I'm having problems with the 10-year. Everybody wants this, and you hear great things about it. And I remember liking it camping. Now all of a sudden, it's not that I don't like it, but I can't quite grasp the flavor I'm looking for. Yeah, it's open up now. Now I'm getting it more. Yeah, there's a little bit of, not as much caramel, but yeah, that's almost like a burnt brown sugar. Maybe that's what's going on. A little bit of that there with the barrel. Maybe the 10 years in the char a little bit. They have similar. It's good. It is good. It's definitely a little bit different than a lot of the other stuff I drink. It grows on you quite fast, and that would be definitely good. A little bit more of it, and just sip on it. Maybe an ice ball, but with the low proof, it's probably better neat. I know a lot of people. See, I keep wanting to grab the peach, but I want to try the other one first and talk about it. Okay, what's Brad doing down here? Cracking the Russell's 10. Nice. Do the Russell's 10. I just did the video today. I've got the video out. If nobody's seen it, you should. If you haven't seen it, watch it, of the $40 to $60 bourbons that you can get at the liquor store. Now I did 60 to 100 that you can find at the liquor store on the shelf, and that was really fun. And there's some good ones in there that I was pretty happy about. So yeah, check it out when that'll be out next week. We talk about it, bring it up. Definitely check out the NoCo distillery. Was really, really cool to go in and do the Whiskey Thief. And boy, Henry, if you have any time there, might have to try to meet and take you over there. They don't open until 3 or 4 during the week, but I could get you out back and kind of, you can see the stills and see everything. And their stuff is so good. It's quite the operation. There's a Star Trek bottle. They're on Star Trek, and they gave me a shirt, but man, I tried to put it on, this so itchy. I couldn't handle it. So down the road, maybe it says NoCo on it. But they were on season 2 of Picard, I think episode 6, and NoCo, one of their bottles is in there, and their stuff's really good. So I'm wearing the hat to represent. Had one of their cocktails at Taste of Fort Collins today. And we'll go on to the 17 year here in a second. Anybody else on saying hello? I think my sister just said hello and goodbye, so that was nice of her. Ron, sounds like they had too much fun last night and they're watching the show probably. But still not. I think Brad's the only one drinking with me. Did you get that 10 year up and going? So I'm not sure what Bob is saying there. I think Taz was in and out. Hopefully he's still around. Taz, what are you drinking? Have a nice little sipper. You got a few bottles. There it is. Oh, a few people popping off. I was hoping for as Thomas, I think, a couple others, but I did come on an hour later, and people may have looked for me and didn't see me come on, so now they're not looking again. But hopefully, I'm going to do 6 for the summer until football season starts, and then I'll probably go to 5 right at the end of the games. And I know try to get in between the end of the games for the day and then the 6:30 start. Jump off for the football game at night. I don't want to try to compete with the NFL. That's a bad idea. So we'll go back to 5 o'clock when football season starts. But for now, I think with the summertime, we're going to go 1 hour later so people can kind of get stuff done, get dinner going a little bit, and settle in and watch a boring ass show and talk bourbon. So I do appreciate the people that are on. So you'd be surprised. If you can get any of this, this American light whiskey is pretty amazing. At some point when I get up to Patreons and get stuff like that going and I can start sending out samples, we'll start doing that. And I might have an opportunity already through NoCo. I'm going to talk to them about it this fall. They do 5-gallon barrels, of stuff that they'll blend, and you pick what you want and then age it till you're ready for it to come out. So that might be something down the road that would be really fun to do on the Barrelhouse, and then just be start with a small amount and have Barrelhouse hand-picked store-picked bottles from NoCo that I would eventually sell on the channel, and patrons and people that watch me, I would be able to get a bottle. So down the road, I still got to figure out how to hook it up and get going. Like today, I actually got on without, it came on smooth today, which was nice. Thank goodness for my son. So we'll keep having that going on. Smooth, very smooth for 128 proof. That's just corn. I mean, that's just sweet corn. Just sweet corn. Very little. I mean, there's oak there, of course, but you know, because it's been 15 years, but it's just real light and just nice corn, kind of kettle corn. Feels like the carnival. It's not the heat you would think. This is really good. If you ever get a chance, I mean, the 15 years gone, they're special releases, but I don't know. It may make a comeback. American light whiskeys are kind of cool with it's it's just a single malt basically. It's all corn. You don't get single malt corns that often. A lot of rye or other stuff are just malts, of course, and rock solid, rock solid. So sorry, I was just looking over to make sure the TV's going. Eventually, I'll figure out how to put chat on that one, but I haven't figured that one out yet. But if anybody else go, oh, hi Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Good to see you. We'll see you soon. How's it? How's it going? How's golf? How's bowling? And what are you drinking? A little Crown Apple. Ugh. And I think once again, I think Brad's the only one drinking with me. So oh, oh, Daz is still up there. Any Speedo pictures from your cruise, Bob? This week, Hawaii. That's funny. But the thongs were, oh, you guys. So never did see Ray. He must have decided to crash. And a couple other people. I see I got Dennis on there and Taz. Everybody that's on, I appreciate it. Has anybody tried anything? Anybody tried Penelope? We'll probably just do an hour today. And if anybody, try a highball. And people that have just popped on, Dennis popped on. You'll have to try this, Dennis. I think you'll like it. It's a peach pre-made peach old fashioned, and it is really delicious. I'm gonna add, I added an orange already and a cherry, so I'll go back to now that I've tried these three. Let's finish these first. Mm. Boy, I mean, let me try a little more of this because this I think I like better than the 10-year single barrel. But a single barrel is one barrel, and sometimes the barrel could be slightly off. I'm not saying it's off, but the 9-year almost seems to be smoother than this 10-year single barrel. And they're close. I mean, they're pretty much the same. This is a 4 grain, but that 1% wheat can't be making that big of a difference. So what is let's see here. Ooh, little nightcap. Got to get up at 3 a.m. Yuck. Bob, I'm on my second. Your second what? What are you drinking? And yeah, we're up for anything. I'll figure that out, Henry, and we'll get together next day or two. We're talking. We talked about Wednesday. I think I'll talk to my son. Might still go up and do a little lunch and do Estes Park Wednesday for a bit. I do have to tell you though, you can meet us up there. You may have to do your own thing because for an Estes we have to play mini golf because it's just the way it works. They have one of the best mini golf courses there is. But Stanley Hotel, really great liquor store. That'd be an idea. There's some other things. I'd love to get you over to NoCo sometime during the week. You can set up with family and take them over there. They do seating and stuff in the evenings, so you'd probably enjoy that quite a bit. They have some great stuff. So, and cocktails. They do all kinds of crazy cocktails too, and they do tequila because you can't do tequila, so they do stuff, and it's called tequila. So quite brilliant. Great marketing over there. Great people. So okay, we're back on this 10. I like the 9 better. There's something going on with this one that I'll have to have somebody else try. I know we tried it in the rain really late at night up the hill with the camping with some people in another campsite and liked it, but was trying other stuff and trying to just straight up right now. I'm like, I like it, but I like this better. I mean, I like it, but I can't figure out what I'm tasting. There's something there, and I don't know if it's just slightly off on the barrel or because, yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a little heat at the end, a little more spice, but then you go to this 9-year and a lot of the same flavors, but you get smoothness and caramel and vanilla at the end. It's got a nicer finish than this does. So now, if you want to get a little more heat, and you're going to get your kind of your Kentucky heat here, But I think this is, and I think they're around the same price. But I like this one, I think, better than the 10-year at the moment. And then of course this is completely different than both of them. I have a little bit more water. Um, I like I got from Henry 9 better. Okay, so you have both too. Yeah, I don't know what to explain. So Henry, what do you think what's going on with that 10 single barrel that's different? The 9-year seems a little smoother. Maybe it's just the batches mellowed out a little bit. I'm not sure. Yeah, Brad, you let me know. I could have grabbed a bottle. I can find some for you anytime if you want to get some Blantons. You just let me know. And Robert's having some Blantons. That's good. Um, yep, Bob's go-to, yummy. And yeah, I'm not. I like the 9 better too, and I'm not. I'm trying to figure out what that flavor profile is slightly getting on that 10-year. Seems a little hotter and it's 3 less proof. Maybe something with just the barrel and that one more year. I don't know. And you're blending all these barrels together, and I'm getting a little bit more finish. There's a more of a heat spice finish on this one, and a little bit more of a smoother caramel, slightly maple vanilla on this one. It's just a smoother finish. So I would take the 9 over the single barrel 10. That's for sure. And this stuff's just rock solid. That was almost too much. I mean, that wasn't very much left, but it's just little tiny sips of this at a time. Um, but it's really good. Nice and sweet kettle corn. If you're afraid of roller coasters and you're going to the carnival, you just get a little bit of that. You'll get on the roller coaster. You won't, no fear. All right. I hear the 10 low rye is better than the high rye. Well, I don't know what the low versus high would be because this is the MGP rye mash bill. It's 75 corn, 21 rye, 4 malt. So, and then this is 20 rye, so it's 1% less. So I don't know if that would be a high rye or a low rye with the mash bill, but that's their standard rye mash bill, or bourbon rye mash bill for MGP is just a basic, and I guess if they did a wheated, it's probably just flip it. There's probably 75, 21 wheat, 4. Uh, I could try to find, I'm not sure. I need to find well, they're basic wheated. I'm not sure where I have the basic wheated right now. I don't know where I put that. And I don't know if it would be on there. Is it back there anywhere? No, I don't think so. I got the Valencia. The barrel strength's really good. Haven't opened the toasted rye yet. I don't know what I did with the wheated. It's okay. It's pretty mellow. So, but that would probably be at least 20% wheat. But that with the high rye is 20. I don't 21. So really solid, I guess. 36% is a high rye. Okay. So this is definitely the low rye. 36. So what is that? Probably what, 60% corn, 30% rye, and 4% malt. Would be a high rye. Okay. Learn something new every day. I like that. And I like high ryes. So we're back to the highball. And yeah, I think I threw people off with the 6 o'clock, and I just appreciate it. Let me know there's something that you want to cover next week. What we'll go over. I think I'm going to try because that's Father's Day weekend, so probably come on for a little bit at 6 and just maybe do. People will be busy with golf, but kind of worn out for the end of the day. Maybe just come have a bourbon and talk about your weekend. What did you get a bottle of bourbon for Father's Day? I hope you do, and that would be cool. I'm going to golf and then do some stuff, but we'll come on for a little bit on Father's Day. I'll probably do maybe my favorite my favorite bourbons to drink for special occasions. So I'll have a pour of something really good next week, and I'll do a really fun. I'll come up with a high-end old fashioned, and come up with something. Maybe we'll open something fun for Father's Day. We'll see. I keep eyeballing that old Granddad 16. Maybe we do that. But I want to save some of the stuff as I start getting more people live. And we can do a blind. We'll do some blinds down the road. And everybody let me know. And, email me too at Barrelhouse65. And you can show me your email or let me know. I can send a few things. I'd like to try to send some stuff to people. And when Henry's here, I was going to give him some samples of stuff or stuff. If he has the same thing, we'll do some blinds, and he can chat on back and forth what he thinks. We'll figure it out. But let's see. I think everybody else is kind of hanging out. It's been a busy weekend and a little slow, so I am definitely going to stick around. And I got to pour something else. What should I pour? Anybody got any ideas? Nobody's drinking anything. Bob, you're drinking that Blanton's. You still there? Let me know if you're drinking that Blanton's. And Brad, you need to get a Blanton's. Maybe I always like it as a pour. Maybe I should do a Blanton's Gold. Brad might be gone since he's getting up so early. Ray never came on and said hello. I was hoping, Robert might come on, but he was going to a Rockies game, probably eating dinner and not home yet. So, I'm not missing anybody. Dennis said hello, and that was it. All right, what did Bob just say? Yes, I am. Still drinking a Blanton's. Let's see. What do we got over here? I like to stay mellow. Does anybody? Yeah, I definitely don't want any more of these. Other than the 9-year, definitely. I really like the 9. The 10's pretty good, but not exactly what I was. I mean, it's good, and it'll probably get better, and I like it. I do like it a lot. But wow, the 9-year is solid. People are seeking out the 10 big time, and it's barrel to barrel. Eventually, I'll probably have to open the other one and see what they taste like. I mean, I talk about that with Henry McKenna. I've had a bottle of Henry McKenna. I had to drain pour. Drain pour was so bad. And then I've had a bottle that I didn't want to finish. It was so good. Then the next bottle is good, but not as good as that one. So Henry McKenna is one of those that is awesome, but it can be like a lot of, sometimes you don't know what you're getting. Rockies game, did they win? I doubt it. I'm sure they got swept. It's a Sunday. They never win on Sundays. I mean, what do they got? Like 12 wins on the whole season right now? It's totally crazy. They ruined me on baseball. Used to love baseball. Don't go to baseball. Ever since the pandemic hit, didn't go, and then I've never went since. Started camping instead. Used to go to Waterworld. Don't go to Waterworld anymore. Just new hobbies, collect bourbon. Try to play golf, but I don't know if you can call that golf that I try to do, but it's fun. Enjoy it. Cornhole, there you go, right? Not very good at that either. Got to practice, right? Got to practice. Okay, the peach is good. Boy, I'm trying to think for fun to go along with this. Let's see. You know what? I'm really curious now. Actually, let's stick with Penelope. I haven't had one in quite a while, so we will do. Let's try a little bit of Valencia. Anybody out there had a Penelope Valencia before? I haven't had it in so long. This is straight bourbon whiskey finished in Vino di Narana casks. This is a 95 proof. It's the Cooper series. And the mash bill, does it say? Nope. Explore the marriage of different cask finishes with a signature 4-grain straight bourbons, whiskeys, rich and bold palate. It brings forward a citrus flavor with coats of Spain. Okay. Well, that sounds pretty delicious. Let's give that a try. Why not? Let's do a little wash here. Haven't had this in a while, so we'll try a little Valencia. Sounds kind of good. Maybe to go with my peach highball. So here we go. Penelope Valencia. And if you're not getting the Penelopes, definitely do. They're on their way up. I can't wait to try the cigar series coming. I hope to find it. Although I did finally try to try the Rio. Everybody wanted the Rio, and that's in those barrels I can't pronounce that start with an A that I just don't care for. And I'm glad I didn't get a Rio because I didn't care for it at all. So here's the Valencia, and we'll move this off to the side so not blocking. But these are the Penelopes, and they're good. Their higher end stuff is really kicking and really enjoyable. And Russell's 10 is nice. Russell's 10 is nice. It's gone up a little bit, but it's still a low $40 bottle for a 10-year. I believe, is it 110 proof? You got the bottle in front of you, Brad. Is that 110 proof? I can't remember. It's pretty solid. The single barrel Russells is great. I will be doing a wild turkey. When we get close to Thanksgiving, we'll be doing a live smoking and eating turkey and drinking everything wild turkey. And I love all the Jimmy Russells and the wild turkeys. The 8-year, buddy Robert just had the 8-year yesterday. He hadn't tried it yet. It's pretty solid. The Jimmy Russell's 8-year is really good. The all the rare breeds are fantastic. The the single barrel. I can't remember what I did with it, but anyways, really good too. You can't go wrong with anything wild turkey, so we'll do that. And then I do want to do, like, when I get a few people on that are interested in doing it, we'll do how to make your own bourbon. I'll show you we'll get a couple of white lightnings, and I will get the oak out, and a couple different ways you can try to do it. And I'll show you a few ways I've done that I wouldn't waste the money getting that stuff to try because it doesn't work very well. All right, here we go. Let's get the Valencia out there. What did you say that? Oh, it's only 90 proof. Huh. Why did I think it was more than that? Yeah, it's good. I mean, a 10-year 90 proof, $40 bottle. Can't go wrong with that whatsoever. It is really good. In that same range for the same price range, the Bardstown Origin Series regular is really good. If you can find it, it pops, it comes and goes. The Bowman Brothers small batch is about 38 to 40 bucks, also very good for that price range. Of course, you can't go wrong. Wild Turkey 8, I believe, is coming in now at about $44, $45. $35, Brad. The 1792 small batch is a really good bourbon for a $34, $35 bottle. I'm doing my $60 to $100 video coming out soon. The 40 to 60, if you haven't watched it, a lot of people have. It's one of the best videos I've ever, I'm not saying done, but there's been, I think, 13 or 14,000 views. It's doing absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoyed that video. And there's a lot of good picks in there. I did the same thing with $60 to $100. I also did a $30 to $40 that's done pretty well too. And then I'm doing under $30, and then I'm going to do my top 10 bourbons to get at the liquor store that you can get on the shelf in most states. That's pretty much everywhere, in order. And I mean, first place, the top bottle to get might be a $20 bottle, or it could be a $90 bottle. So we'll see. That'll be kind of fun too. 90 proof, that's good. The single barrel, Russell single barrel store pick, or the regular single barrel is, I believe, 110 proof. And that is fantastic. Just fantastic. Everybody waiting. I still haven't tried this. Nobody's commented. Bob, are you just drinking the Blanton's? Anybody else? What do we got here? All right, fucking Beavers made it. Russell's store pick is always perfect. I completely agree. Always one of my top ones. When it goes to that price range of high proof like that and bourbon, Russell's single barrel store pick is amazing. Another one I did with a video I filmed today that'll be out. I absolutely love the Jack Daniel's single barrel cast strength store picks that run between 128 and 135 proof. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, the Russell single barrel store pick, I think I have sitting right here. No, this is just the regular single barrel. The store pick's back in behind, but absolutely fantastic. And I think I was right on the proof. 110. Yeah, it's 110 proof. Absolutely. And it's about a $70 bottle, and well worth it. Just fantastic. And Talking Beavers, Yeah, the store pick with most. I mean, I've only got one store pick. I've seen a second one, but they were 80, and I mean, it's such good juice. So I think that's fair. I'd like to see everything be $60 or under, but I don't live at Disney World. I wish I did. But if you just got in here, I did a Penelope, the Penelope peach pre-made old fashions, 750 milliliter, $30 bottle, 80 proof, solid. I did it straight up, and then I did it as a highball. I did the highball last week. I'm going to kind of do those for the summer. I always have a cocktail, and this is the San Pellegrino, I guess, peach sparkling water, Italian sparkling water with cherry and a Collins orange twist and a Traverse City cherry with a little syrup. And this all the way up to the top. I'll probably add a little bit more of the peach there. I have a little ice left. We'll go in there with that. And if you missed too, I was at the Taste of Fort Collins today, and I got myself a NoCo hat. NoCo Distillery, look them up online. I think they do mail stuff, and their bourbon is amazing. They won Whiskey World Ascot's Single Barrel Whiskey of the Year in 2024. They got 2 entries this year. They're looking at gold medal status, and I've tried them both. I just got this. This is this year's entry for bourbon in the Whiskey Worlds from it's the Founders batch 313, and it is 131 proof, and it is amazing, absolutely amazing. Look for NoCo stuff, and Henry that gets on here is going to be in town to visit family, and I'm going to try to hook up with him. So I think that I think trying to get him over there would be a lot of fun, but we'll have to see time restraints if it works. So he's gone, but we're going to try to hook up Wednesday, and we'll figure it out from there. But we may just stay in town and go over there later, or we'll see. Anyways, so just because I like to say it, Falcon Beavers, heck yeah, pour it up. Is it fair? Because if it was a Buffalo Trace product, such as Blanton's or E.H. Taylor, it'd be double the price. Yeah, isn't that true? Isn't that true? Well, if you got a single barrel, I've heard of them, and I know that there was. I'm going actually this Saturday, so Sunday maybe kind of more of a hunt day or a fun find. I'm going to a whiskey raffle in Denver. They do this huge, and I'm going to film live and try to film live for a little bit down there. So look for anybody that's on now. Look for that. I'll pop it up on that Saturday, but going to Argonaut Liquors, and you stand in line and then you spin this wheel, and they have tons and tons of stuff. And so I'll see if I can hit any of that. But you're right. I mean, E.H. Taylor single barrel store picks shouldn't be that hard to find. It shouldn't be that big a deal, but you can't find them. And MSRP on them, I think they're $80, $90, which I guess is okay. But single barrel Blanton's, I mean, Blanton's is up to 90. So the next time I actually see a store pick of a Blanton's, what are you going to pay? 110, 120? I mean, it's getting a little crazy. They were supposed to have, one of the liquor stores I go to was supposed to do a Blanton's Gold store pick a year ago, and they never got it, and it never happened. But now I'm kind of glad. I mean, what would that be? I'm not going to get that. 150, 180, $200, a little ridiculous. So it's actually crazy. I've heard rumors of somebody in the area is supposed to get a store pick of Stag Junior, not Junior anymore, but the big bottle of Stag, not the George T. Stag, which would be amazing. And hopefully that would happen. It wouldn't be too crazy. I got really lucky. If you haven't seen the video, I got a text from a buddy, and I got a store pick of a Weller 107 for $69.99. I was shocked. And I already had it, and it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, so good, so incredibly good. So, but yeah, stick with the Russell stuff if you can find it. I got a hold of a Larceny was it C924 store pick. Oh, so good, absolutely amazing. And that was only, I think, $65. So yeah, there's a lot of other great store picks to find out there. 12-year Eagle Rare coming out soon. Did you see there's a 30-year Eagle Rare coming out. 30-year. Come on. Really? I mean, if I want a glass of wood, I'll just pour a bunch of oak chips in whiskey for, in just one glass for a week and just drink that. I don't know. Eagle Rare, you won't find it and it'll be ridiculously expensive, but how good can it really be? It's not scotch. So I don't know. Yeah, 12-year Eagle Rare is coming. Also, I'm in Colorado. Depending on where everybody is, has anybody got a hold of the um, Old Fitzgerald 7-year bottle and bond? Is supposed to be, stores have said we're hoping for it next week. It's an under $50 bottle, 7-year. I had one person comment, got 2 bottles of it, it's trash. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's the only person I've heard bad things that have said bad things about it. But I talked to somebody else that was in Kentucky. Well, actually, the owner and distiller for NOCO. He was in Kentucky for a week doing some other stuff, doing some stuff with Green River, and he got to try it, and he said it's good. He said he really liked it. So I trust him because his palate is unbelievable because what he makes is unbelievable. So we'll go with that. Can't wait to get it. Should be everyday shelfer. As soon as I get it, I will have it and be reviewing it. Has anybody seen the Old Granddad 7-year? It's a limited release. Don't know if it'll come to Colorado. Really want to get my hands on that. So that would be a lot of fun to do too, if I could get a hold of that one. So Henry had to go. 12-year-old Eagle Rare. So Falcon Beavers, what are you drinking? Anything at all? Price is scary. Sometimes the juice. Yeah, all the time. What's your email? My email is barrelhouse65, same as the channel, all one word, at gmail.com. So, yeah, give me an email. I was talking to Henry, is on the channel a lot and comments and watches my videos. And he has family in the area where I live, and we're going to try to hook up and do a little whiskey hunt. And I might try to get him a few samples or find out what he has that I have and do. I mean, I'm having a hard enough time doing it myself. Eventually, it'd be fun to do a split screen and do that eventually and bring somebody in as a guest to do a blind. But we could do a blind, where you're in chat talking about what you're trying. So if you're interested in that, Falcon Beavers, you can let me know. That would be kind of fun. And I was hoping for Thomas from Michigan. Cindy I didn't see her tonight, but I was off an hour. But if you just came in a little bit late, it's because I am going to, for the summer, go 6 o'clock. I will be on Father's Day. Father's Day at 6. And I think I'm going to do a Father's Day pour, and I want everybody comes on, what did you get or have, or what did you get? If any of the ladies in the audience, what did you get your favorite significant other, bourbon, or what are you drinking? And it could be, and I'm going to try to come up with, this was really good, the peach. I'll probably add a little bit more to it. But rock solid, really rock solid. It's kind of sweet, but great summer drinker. I'll have to have my mom try that. She would probably really enjoy it. And as a highball, it's really good. I was going to add a little bit more to it. And this works really good with it. Try to find a pairing for the highball. I'm really the highball's fun, nice and really good. I got a couple. This is crazy. We'll point this out for anybody still watching. Right here, Corazon is a Buffalo Trace item, and I'm not a tequila guy, but they're starting to do, they're blending it, selling it, and they're not blending it, but they're doing the tequila, and then this is put in a George T. Stagg barrel for 22 months. And then this is moving on. This is somebody else's, and then I have one. I got to give this back to my buddy. But we did this camping and tried it. And these are both Anejos. And today I saw a CYPD Reposado with Asian CYPD barrels, and I saw an Elmer T. Lee barrel, Asian Elmer T. Lee barrel. So they're starting to go kind of crazy with that. That's kind of neat. People are looking for tequila blended with a little whiskey. These would actually be really good as a spritzer, on ice. So not that I'm pushing tequila, but if anybody wants me to try this and talk about it, I sure can. It's still watching, but not the George C. Stagg. I'm not going to open that, but it was interesting. Like I said, not a crazy tequila guy, but a nice smooth flavor to it. I've got some lime seltzer that would be good, but I hate to do it with something finished like that. But pretty solid, kind of neat, great concept. using some very rare barrels from Cesarec, from Buffalo Trace, and then they make tequila, and then they make that expensive. They're brilliant marketers. I say that every week. I talk about it constantly, that they are geniuses when it comes to marketing, and they're mad scientists when it comes to making bourbon. So, got the email. Which one's sexy? What are you talking about is sexy? The George T. Stagg or the Weller 12? Because I'll gladly pour a little bit of it and tell you what I think it tastes like. So if you're curious, and like I said, look around at your local liquor stores. There's starting to be more and more of it, and supposedly there's Pappy barrels out there too, which would be really cool. I would love to get a hold of one of those just because it's Pappy, right? That's why I got the George T. Stagg and the Weller 12. The CYPD Reposado had me really interested, but the liquor store I saw it at, I mean, they mark the stuff up. It's a little bit more than I think I should pay for it than what these were. Actually, more than a little bit more. Probably, what would that be? Over 20% more. And I just decided to leave it alone. My buddy that really likes tequila is really thinking about it. So hopefully he buys it, and then I can try it. But all right. I have never tried the Valencia. I'm sorry about that. We're back up. We got a couple more people on. We'll stick around a little bit longer. It looks like somebody else new maybe dropped in. Nope. Weller 12. I'm getting that tequila ASAP. Well, let me finish this and I'll take a sip and tell you what I think about it, what I'm tasting for flavors. But I know my buddy that really likes tequila loves it. And like I said, there was Reposado CYPD, and there is a Elmer T. Lee out there. I've seen a Blanton's out there. I have the George T. Stagg, which is, I guess, a really hard one to get, and I'm going to sit on that one for a while. And the Weller 12, the CYPD is the only one I've seen in a Reposado. All the rest of them are añejos, and they had a nice color to it. And then the Elmer T. Lee was pretty cool. And then, like I said, there's supposed to be some Pappies out there, but I haven't seen those. But that's kind of a neat deal. Let me finish. Let me do this and talk about it, and then I will go ahead and pour a little if you're still here, and try the tequila. Yeah, that is really good. I remember really enjoying this one. The Valencia, like I said, is a 95 proof, and it's a Spanish. It's aged in Spanish wine casks, a Vino de Nara cask, out of Spain, and you barely taste them. It gives just gives that perfect kind of fruity grape, cherry, whatever. Just a nice little tart fruit finish. And other than that, I would guess that it's very similar as probably your basic MGP 75. I don't know. There's no way there's much rye in this one though. It could be more wheat. I'm not tasting really a lot of baking spice and rye in this one. Yeah, really solid though. Really solid. We're gonna end her up here pretty soon, but Flock and Beavers, you just let me know you're still here, and I will try the tequila. If you're not still here, I'm not going to try the tequila, but I will talk about it for a few minutes. We're dropping down. People are getting going about their night. It probably won't go as long when I go at 6 o'clock, unless people are wanting to go. But next week for Father's Day, we'll do your favorite bourbon for Father's Day, what you had for Father's Day. Pour one, save it, and we'll go from there. But if you're still out there, I will try it. Yeah, I haven't had this in a while. That I really enjoy that. I'm not usually the finished guy, but that's a really light finish, and it does just the perfect amount. That's really solid. We're here. We here always support. Well, I appreciate that. So I will try a little bit of it. I don't, I can hang out a little bit longer, not too much longer, but let me wash it out. I'm going to do my first ever tequila review on the channel. It's kind of hilarious. So this is Corazon Tequila, which is owned by Buffalo Trace, which means it'll be hard to get eventually. And this is barrel number 14, bottle number 214, bottled on 7/12 of 2024. It's 80 proof, and it is aged for 26 months in Weller 12-year barrels, which is pretty cool. Barrels from Buffalo Trace Distillery, single estate tequila, Casa San Matitas, um, somewhere in Mexico, Jalisco. So, anyways, so here we go. Let's give this a try. We are doing tequila on the Barrelhouse, a bourbon channel. We're off the rails now, everybody. Here we go. We'll pour just a little bit of tequila, just enough to taste it. So yeah, if you're the tequila drinkers out there, there are quite a few bourbon drinkers that do like a good tequila. My buddy Ray is one of them, and obviously Fucking Beavers is too. And a guy I know that owns one of my favorite liquor stores is Partial Tequila. He's got lots of bourbon, but he likes his tequila. And somebody else just dropped in. Good evening, all. Cheers. Good evening, Josh. Nice to have you. I can cover back what we've been doing a little bit. I'm going to close it out pretty soon, but we got into tequila. I have never done a tequila on the channel or tried it, but because it's barrel aged in for 22 months in a Weller 12-year, Fucking Beavers was very interested, and I said, I'll try it. I did it camping. This is my buddy's bottle that he said I was going to get a sample for a friend and give it to them to see if they liked it. And I have a George T. Stagg for 26 months finished in the Corazon, which is owned by Buffalo Trace. They're starting to use their barrels. There's George T. Stagg. There's Blanton's. I saw a CYPD Reposado today, and I saw an Elmer T. Lee. And then there's Weller 12. There's a Blanton's out there that somebody saw. And there's supposed to be some Pappies out there. So that's kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. And for you kind of joining late, for the summer, I'm going 6 o'clock. I will be on Father's Day at 6 o'clock. What is your favorite Father's Day bourbon? What did you get to drink for bourbon? How was your Father's Day? And hopefully settle in and talk about some good bourbon on Father's Day. So let's see here. Aged tequila and smooth, tasty, just like a great bourbon. Well, it's only 80 proof, and it's real citrusy. I remember that. I remember it being real citrusy when we tried it camping. We had a guy named Willie that was up there with his wife and 2 little kids for the first time camping, and it started pouring rain, and we were underneath we had a day tent set up underneath the picnic tables, and we're hanging out. And he tried this, and he really liked it. We'll smell that for a second. Only tequila. I have a Ground Cave Oro Extra Enjoy agave sweetness with slight campfire smoke. Yeah, that's what this one I remember. It's kind of a citrusy agave. Yeah, see, to me, it's definitely tequila, but it's not that. I'm just not a fan of tequila. That goes back to my trips in Mexico deep sea fishing when I was in my 20s, and yeah, it wasn't the water. Everybody says you go to Mexico, it's the water. It is not the water. It's too much tequila. Yeah, and too much beer. But yeah, tequila and I don't get along great. But I used to drink a drink down there called a Fresca that was really good that I did like. But I'm not a big margarita guy, but I do like a good. If you make the correct mango margarita and they put like this jalapeno spice in it, so it's like this spicy mango margarita. If you've ever had one of those, it is absolutely fantastic. Or kind of a spicy margarita that's not as sweet, and it takes the kind of the cut of the sweetness off it. I'm not a big sweet person, but now we're on tequila. So here we go. Hello, we don't have a lot of everyone's in here, but hello, Tater Hater. You got to be from Baker Drinks. Tater Hater. It's got to be somebody from Baker Drinks that I see on Baker Drinks. So I appreciate you coming on, Tater Hater. We have moved to tequila, which I've never had on the channel. It was kind of a Penelope night. I do if you haven't been on before, which I don't think I've seen you on before, 6 o'clock on Sunday nights. This is only my 3rd live. Trying to get used to it, get it going. I'm doing kind of a theme night. So tonight was Penelope, and I did a Penelope peach old fashioned, and I tried it for just a second, kind of sweet, and then I go to kind of I'm doing for summer highballs, something I can drink a little longer while I'm sampling stuff because I do have to work tomorrow. So taking it easy, and of course I had my morning fresh thing that helps you feel great tomorrow. It's like a green tea elixir. But so back to Falcon and Beavers. This is really smooth, really smooth, and I get this nice sweet citrus like that, like the agave. I'm trying to explain. I've had a fruit, maybe it would be mango, like yeah, like a. I mean, mango is not real citrusy, but this sweet mango with maybe a little bit of lime on it, a little bit of citrus on it, maybe even not lime, more orange, but it's got this nice sweet citrus to it. And I don't mind it at all. I mean, this is, I remember trying it. I mean, I'm not a tequila guy, but I'll be drinking this. I mean, it's good. It's refreshing and super light. And with that 22 months, there's a nice little light oakiness there. And I'm definitely getting, I talked about a Fresca earlier that I had a mixed drink of a Fresca in Mexico. And I haven't had a Fresca in years, but that's what it's reminding me of. It's kind of a Fresca, that kind of that citrusy, sweet. And of course, this isn't bubbly, but it's good. It's really good. So if you can find these core zones, and they're all different ages, and this is owned, of course, imported, but owned by Buffalo Trace. Of course, they're not distilling it because you can't do tequila in the United States, but it's out of Mexico under their umbrella because their umbrellas they're in Canada, might as well be in Mexico, and yeah, they are putting all their different barrels in there. I saw a CYPD Reposado today. Probably should have got it because I haven't seen any of the Reposados with this, all in Nejos. So really good. I just did a Valencia, and this I did a highball with San Pellegrino peach and peach old fashioned. Put it in there with a cherry and an orange, Traverse City cherry. That's been fun. We tried the 10-year Penelope. I like the 9-year Estate Series blend better than the 10-year. The 10-year just, I mean, it had a little bit of weird heat at the end. It was good. It's only 98 proof. It's good. Had a lot going on. This is smoother, had more vanilla and caramel finish. Then, of course, your 128 proof, 99% corn, 15-year Penelope. Ride the ride, eating your kettle corn, and having a blast at the carnival. Not afraid of the roller coaster because you had 128 proof bourbon. So there you go. And then we went to some tequila. So that is pretty delicious also. And let's see, we got a few more comments here. What do you think about the wheated? The Penelope wheated, I was going to get it out and try it because it's a real low proof, but I honestly don't know what I did with it. I can turn around and dig for it, but it's okay. I mean, it's an entry level wheat. It's low proof, and as far as wheateds go, and if you watched any of my videos, I mean, I did that last week. We should, well, maybe next week since it's middle of the summer. Um, and it's Father's Day. I'll probably do my favorite wheats, which is actually a great idea. That's probably what I will do. And Bardstown wheated to me blows that one away. Green River wheated, by the way, I am looking for a Green River wheated full proof. I know it's out there, and there's a single barrel of it, so I hope I can find that. But the wheated it's meh. It's an entry level. It's okay. The Maker's Mark 101, I would drink over that, and probably right around the same price. But it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. I was excited to try it. Didn't mind it. It's not horrible. But I love the Bardstown wheated. Absolutely love the Bardstown wheated. And the Green River wheated is only $35, and that is really delicious. And if you haven't people about that, I'm going to do a Green River theme soon, and I'll get my buddy Bob over here. But if you see this, there's a horseshoe on the bottom. And Bardstown, which you're talking about Bardstown wheated, Bardstown was bought in 2022 by a holding company, and then they bought Green River. So Bardstown Bourbon Company owns Green River, holding company of both. They're still separate. They're in their own places. They're saying they will collaborate eventually, but some great bourbons. Green River's been around a long time. Bardstown hasn't. They're both phenomenal. But they have this horseshoe, and if you see, there's a little slot, and a quarter fits through there, just no problem. So one of these nights live, I'm probably going to do it out back. We'll get filming out back, and I am going to do the Barrelhouse Bourbon Hockey Green River Bourbon Hockey Tournament. Me and a buddy, and we're going to go back and forth on the table, sliding the quarters in. And, you know, of course, whoever gets a quarter in there and the other guy's got to take a little sip of bourbon, we'll go really careful on that one. But that might be fun. So, yeah, get yourself the slotted Green River. That's kind of cool. I know we're kind of older than playing quarters, but that's a game that I got to try just to see how much fun it is. So, okay, we got the Corazon out of there. But yeah, the wheat is pretty good. The Valencia is all right. I mean, the Valencia is really good. Like, is that Valencia? Yeah, Valencia. I haven't opened the Architect, and I have a 9-year single barrel too that I haven't opened. I could do the. I can, you know, why not? I'll do a little tiny bit. I mean, the beautiful thing about these that I do when I sample her is like, you're having so much. I'm like, no. I mean, that's 2 ounces all the way to the top. I'm putting it on the bottom. I figure I think it's like 5 or 6 of these is one pour. So just kind of trying to have a good time with everybody. And oh, we're back up to 13. I'm in the wheelhouse here. So let's do the Penelope barrel strength. I believe it's 114 proof. This is only, I think it's a $65 bottle. I almost did it as my top 10 $60 to $100 bottles of video I've got coming out, but I didn't. And anybody that's come in now, I was talking about NOCO. You see my hat, and put that right there. Today was the Taste of Fort Collins all weekend, and I went to NOCO on Friday. The owner's name's Sebastian. I did a video. If you haven't seen it, I put it out like 10 or 15 minutes after I filmed it, with him doing the Whiskey Thief out of a barrel that's 7 years aged, 15 gallons. So, you know, do the math on surface area. That's like a 15-year bourbon. 4 grain. He was doing a 5 grain. I can't remember what he called the 5th grain. It's a old school grain. And but 140 proof out of the barrel, and it was amazing. Drank like, well, he had somebody walk in there and they're just doing tours, and I let the guy try it and I said, guess the proof. He went 100. It doesn't drink hot. So look up NOCO, and they're coming. They won. They did really well at Whiskey Worlds. They got 3 entries this year, I think 2 or 3. This is entering in this year's Whiskey Worlds. It's the Founders Series that I got a bottle of, and they have a rye, 100%. It's a single malted rye. It's a single malt rye, cast aged in. I can't remember the barrel. I have it. It's phenomenal. It's like 130 proof. But try some NOCO stuff. Look it up online, and it's really, really good. Tater Hater is ZZZ, meaning you're tired or going, try not to be so boring. Okay. Well, we talked about other stuff. Don't be a bum while you're like, what are we going on here? I guess I should have caught up. Okay, don't be a bum your whole life. Quarters and drinks, Z. Try not to be so boring. All right, well, I'm working on it. I mean, I'm not doing a blind. Tried some tequila. That was like not boring. That's right off the top there. And so let's try this cast strength, 114 proof. Has anybody tried that one? It's really smooth for 114 proof. Drinks a little hotter, of course, than these two at 102 and a 98. And this one for the 128, but it's 99% corn. Drinks really well. But this has your nice, good heat to it, corn and a little light spice, and just good oak and just nice and smooth. This is a great cast strength, around $65, $70 maybe, in that range. And I like the Penelope barrel strength. It's pretty solid. Nice one to have. Pretty good. We're going to try a little bit more of the peach. Everybody's dropping off. I think Tater thought I was too boring and he left. So, but he came in late in the show. And thank you, everybody that's been watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the Penelope. And I think that Falcon Beavers is gone. I hope you liked the tasting on the Weller 12 tequila. And play some background music. I'll have to look into that because I don't know that I can do that. So it's got to be all, for YouTube, all the rights and stuff. So other live feeds, I don't think they have much going on in the background. And I could sing, but there'd be nobody watching if I did that. So that would be the way that goes. Maybe I could do like just have somebody playing guitar in the background, or I could have my dog howling and barking. That might be kind of fun. So, but the cast drink's what I'm going to end on, and it's been a pleasure. Hope to see everybody on Father's Day. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your Father's Day weekend. Come in with your favorite bourbon on Father's Day at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Watch my videos, see what you think. I got another one coming out soon. Check out the NoCo 140 proof straight from the barrel that we did is absolutely fantastic. And enjoy. Give me some ideas. I am gonna do a night soon this summer where I'm probably gonna do it out back. We're gonna do all the oak and aging some bourbons, doing your own bourbon, adding oak to White Lightning and making a bourbon. And go out and buy your own and try it. And I'll show you the wood to get, and we'll go from there. And thanks everybody. Let's do a couple more last checks. Okay, rip to your channel. So I'm not sure what that means, but he's Tater Hater, so I get it. But I appreciate you anyways, Tater Hater. Whatever you need to do, man. Dennis, thanks. Thanks to everybody. And thanks for watching Tater Hater. And come on time and tell me what you're drinking and what you like to drink and what you like to sample, and we'll go from there. One a shelf, one a glass. And cheers, everybody. We will see you next week.